My name is Kerri Lynn. I am a board member on HFS Chicago Scholars. I went to the University of Illinois at Champaign-Urbana, and then grad school, got my MBA from Kellogg School of Management.
So I'm Lauren Merriweather. I went to Syracuse University in New York. I graduated from high school in 2015 where I was an HFS Scholar, and I'm currently working on Governor Pritzker's re-election campaign.
Oh, she did much better. I know.
I do this a lot.
Killed it.
Thank you. I call Kerri my mentor if I'm referring to her to friends or to people outside my family who don't know about HFS. I like to use mentor. It's not just a friend because I want to put the emphasis on the relationship or the dynamic that like this is someone in my life that's not just a friend but someone that I look for guidance and for advice. She would help me and kind of expose me to do things that I wouldn't typically do. Like introducing me to new things or to new places. Like I do remember going to sushi, go get sushi with you, which is probably not something I would have tried.
We went to go see Avenue Q.
Yes, exactly. Okay,
so
yes.
different experiences.
Right, different experiences. So I think back then Kerri was a means to kind of like some exposure to important things and experiences that I wouldn't have had otherwise. And I think now Kerri is a great source of advice. And as I become a young professional figuring out what route I should take, Kerri, I feel like is a great source for advice for that. And also just support. Kerri has been there through every milestone since I've met her. So the first one that comes to mind is graduation from college, which was in New York, as I said. And that was a big deal for me because it was far away, but also my family and friends were getting there by car and they were driving. And so for Kerri to sign up to get in the car with a random group of family and friends and to drive for almost like 14 hours was a big deal. So that's a big milestone. Also, just like my 21st birthday, coming to brunch with all of my family and friends and different birthday dinners and things like that. Kerri is always there.
Things have always felt really natural with Lauren and her mom. For just some reason, we're very similar in personalities. We don't like anybody. So we like each other, and so it was easy to be Lauren's mentor and to jump in where I could be of assistance. We were there from the beginning, from the first visit, pre-enrollment.
Yep.
And then graduating.
Yep.
And then moving you out of your apartment.
Oh, wait, I forgot about that. Right. You were there, right, that visit, and we stayed at the Hyatt.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Kerri's been a part of so many things. But yeah, Kerri is definitely part of the family. So much so that like my family know who you are, which I think is like rare.
Yeah.
Why do you do it?
Why do I do it? Great question. I've always been a big believer of giving back. That's one of the things that I think we talk about now as you are in your mid-20s, right? You're now established in a career. It is time to start giving back. Education has always been really important. I believe I want to help where I can.
What do you think inspires you to strive for excellence?
Wow. I feel like my answer would be very similar to Lauren. I've always been really self-driven as well, which is also why we get along. I always try to push myself to do better. I think at the end of each day, I look back on my day and I think about, and maybe some of it is self-criticism to a fault, right? Where I look back on the day and I think, oh, you could have handled this differently, you should have done that. And I try to self-reflect a lot in terms of what I've done, acknowledge that, but also areas that I can improve on. And so that philosophy has really kind of followed me through life in terms of trying to better myself on a daily basis.
I am just kind of wired to be hardworking and want to excel. I hold myself to a really high standard. And so I just constantly want to be pushing myself and trying to meet that standard. I do like the feeling of doing well and excelling and seeing what else I can do.
That's a great answer.
I know!
I didn't like that answer.
I love
So I feel
that
like
answer.
there's like no real, that's a genuine answer. I don't
It
really
is.
feel like,
And I think it's very true of you.
yeah, it's just kind of how I've always been. That's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I just want to do good.
Yeah.